We are back here in the boneyard, and we're gonna put our air bar on our combine now. I can smell the burn barrel, and what I'm smelling, it sounds like Andrew's burning some stuff that has some high BTU content. Yeah, I mean, we got a lot done last night. We'll get the air bars put on this morning, and then we're gonna road down to our beans down east. Weather doesn't look great, but we will see what happens. All right, we got our bar on here. Now we're gonna do a header relearn, maybe see if the sensors work, and then load up and head out, I think. So we bought this aerial 3 years ago, maybe 4. Used off an F540. I converted it to fit on this header. I think we did it. We got the air bar working. And auto header height's working. It seems like in flex mode, it's not doing any bouncing or whatever. Things are looking up, fellas. Love to see it. Oh, that would be so nice. You know, things are moving. We're staying within our limits, because if you're running it in manual mode, you see that white right there? You kind of want to be in the white. So if I lift up, that is too high. That's, pretty good. And you don't want to be bottomed out like that. So I am feeling hopeful. All right, we will get this thing put on a trailer. And we are gonna be off, making that haul again. It sucks going out that way because we have to cross the 4-lane highway, and then it's a lot of traffic. So that's why we usually try to time it so that it's not so bad of a time, like rush hour. But I really hate making extra trips. Sucks that we're gonna have to come back for these beans, but it is what it is. It would appear as though I've left my ladder out, so when we get to the stop sign here, I'll swing it in before we get on the highway. Actually, you know what? I'll just do that while we're waiting at the highway, because generally we wait for half an hour or more, so I'll have plenty of time. I think Dad forgot his ladder out too, so we're gonna put our ladders out now. Convoy here is waiting at Tinkertown, and we'll have to figure things out. So obviously the biggest issue is getting across. Sometimes you can time it well and it doesn't take long, but then after that, when we've got this 3 lineup of equipment here, the next big issue is trying to get us all tightened up and eliminate all the vehicles in between us, because if it takes him 5 minutes, takes him 20 minutes, and takes me 30 minutes, we got to get back together and close that gap. So it's always interesting. It always usually works well. We just take our time, not in a rush. It's important to do it safely. But we're not going to be crossing completely. We're going to be crossing the first set and then going that way on the number 1 for 5 or 6 miles and then turning off. Got the first one going. Got a good gap. Now we'll see how long the rest of us have to wait. We got 2 across, and looks like I'll have time to go right after this van truck here. Oh, he's turning. Oh, what? Wait, what? Why do you have your turning signal on, dude? Oh, no, that was my opportunity. All right, now I will just catch up to them, and then we'll probably end up going 15 miles an hour, 14 miles an hour, something like that. Just keep it slower on the road and make it a little easier on the tracks. This roading right here is by far the worst part about where our farmyard is, inside the perimeter highway of Winnipeg. But there's a lot of benefits too. Like, I can run to Princess Auto, it's 10 minutes away. So it's a good location, parts are easy to get, and it takes a lot less time than if you're in the middle of nowhere. But then we have to deal with this. We're at the overpass in Cloverleaf here. You gotta watch for cars coming around here, because we take up 2 lanes, and sometimes they think, oh, I've got a lane, and well, they're still supposed to yield. But this is the worst part of farming inside the perimeter. Back on gravel roads, you can kind of relax a bit again. We're just going behind Deacon's Corner here. I'm sure a lot of you guys, especially over-the-road truckers, know exactly where this is. And now we'll take gravel for another 10 miles. Next time you see us, we'll be in the field. But there used to be a bridge right here where my dad is right now. And 2 or 3 years ago, a farmer drove into it with, I think, an air seeder or something and kind of destroyed it. I don't know if it collapsed on him, but something bad happened. And I guess they said, hey, maybe a bridge isn't necessary here. So, I mean, shoot, those are some massive culverts. Holy crap. But hey, it's nice we can drive this way again, because we've had to be detouring a lot since that got shut down. We're at the field, and this is why gravel roads are always better than cement. You can see that, I don't know, white line. That is all the dust that has built up in the track, and it's falling out when he drives. And that dust is lubricating and keeping those tracks cool. So we try to get off cement as soon as possible. Okay, it's all hooked up. They're kind of getting organized over there. I'm gonna quickly cut in and we're gonna get a moisture. Wow, okay. That's not supposed to look like that, and that one's supposed to be down. What are you doing? Andrew's getting a moisture here, so we'll know very soon whether or not we can go. Definitely looks a lot better here, a lot less green in the tank. Got a little bit of dirt in the tank. Can't really see it, but we got a missing finger on our air bar, so I think that's blowing up dirt, putting it into the header. We'll get things sorted out and get rolling. Hopefully, get rolling. We got things opened up. Now we need to work on the angle of our air reel, because we're blowing a lot of mud in there. We need to just tip it back a little bit and get it blowing off the knife bar and not pointing at the ground so much. And I think that'll help a lot, and it'll get our corners cleaned up better. So, see what we can do. So I don't have a switch or anything fancy to actuate this motor, but I got 12 volts and a couple jumper wires. We got it rolled back a little bit. Hopefully it keeps the mud out of it. We'll see how well it works. Big thing is saving all of those beans that collect on the knife bar. And then this field is really short compared to the last one, so I think it was a good thing we put this bar on. We are rocking and rolling. The air reel is doing what it does. I think I'm gonna have to get out and do some adjustments though, because it's still getting dirt in my tank, and I shouldn't be, because I've got the air reels pointed up. So maybe there's like 1 or 2 tips that are low. But we're doing mile-long runs at a 3-degree angle, so it should all go well. The big thing for an air reel is in short beans, it helps clean your cutter bar off, because the short beans like to hang up on it. And then it helps save all the beans that are shattered at the knife. And it doesn't get them all, but it helps to blow some of those off the knife or into the header and collect them. So it doesn't really allow you to go any faster. It does, though, allow you to run longer hours if it's earlier in the morning or later at night when the humidity is going up. It also helps clear your cutter bar, and that gives you a bit more seat time, which increases your acres per day. I'm excited to be in this field, excited to be in our field. We're doing mile-long runs at a 3-degree angle. We should be able to get a lot of acres covered now, because this is about as efficient as we can get. Uh-oh. You must want to talk to me about something. We've done about 40 acres in this field. Well, I have done 40. My dad's probably done 40, so we've done about 80. It's honestly a pretty good header, and it works well. Works really well in beans. Like, in flex, it really shaves the ground, but I don't know, I'm kind of over it. I think maybe we'll try some Actons, something like that. Maybe we'll sell the header. I don't know, change it up. It's been good. We put a pile of acres on it. I think I'd like to try a Acton, is what I'm getting at. But, yeah, we've done, 100 acres here. Making good progress, long runs, nice angle. There's a sweet tractor right there. I do like the look of those. I wonder what they're putting in. Probably fall rye, maybe winter wheat. But I guess would be fall rye. Well, this is fun. My GPS is currently having a stroke. Everything says it's all right, but it would pretty much just turn me in a circle or whoop, whoop, whoop. Get to the end here. We'll probably shut it off, restart it, make sure I don't have a flat tire or something weird, but definitely doing funny things. And I think little buddy's coming for a combine ride too, so it'd be good. Everything looks good back here, so we're restarting the GPS, see if that helps, but things definitely got a little squirrely at the end there. We're definitely having issues. I don't know what. It says GPS or steering system not configured out of the blue. I've got satellites though, so I'm gonna try we shut the combine off, we'll do the disconnect, and I'll try unplugging and plugging everything back in. See if it'll help anything. Now we disconnect everything should be dead. Give it some time and then we'll check all our connections and fire it up and hopefully it starts working, because GPS, like, I don't need it, but it's way more efficient and helps me operate better. Loading up the grain car, buddy?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I have to get this little bean at the time.
Oh, you're trying to get the bean out of the pod?
I asked you the bean out. I asked you open it up.
Okay. Hey, you got it, dude. So we did that kind of hard restart. I checked a bunch of connections, and I've been messing around with it. It was working, and then it would kick me out, and it would work and kick me out. I changed my, my accuracy settings, and now it's been working for half a pass here, so hopefully it stays working, and then I can continue to focus on my header. But I don't know, we'll do a couple passes behind my dad because he took over the lead since my GPS quit. And if it stays working, then I'll get back in front. Like father, like son, I guess. We're both filling the grain cart. That's nice. At this point, I would say the weather report is not good for anything, because, I mean, there's definitely a system moving in. Maybe it's going to miss us, but I don't know, it doesn't look good. Sorry, I will stop saying I don't know so much. It's been brought to my attention and I say it too often. So I will try and fix that. Thank you for watching. My combine is mad at me. We've got a clogged air filter warning. My brother's gonna go get the spare filter we have and we'll quickly swap it out. But until then, I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to deal with it. I may shake you out though at the end of the pass. Give you a bit of a break. Safe to say it's a little dirty. Andrew will be here any minute though with our replacement filter, and that'll keep us going in the meantime. I've been thinking the last couple days that probably time to blow out air filters, and yep, I would say it is. So we'll make sure that's on the list tomorrow. There was just so much to do trying to get the flex, the headers going, and the auto header height that I just didn't get around to it. Also, a little buddy was playing in the combine today and he found my wrench, so that's awesome. Love that. I don't know how much longer we'll be able to go. Humidity's going up. We still have a bit of a wind though, and I haven't noticed that it's really cutting any worse or hanging up, so let's hope we got another hour or two in us, because then we'd be pretty close to finishing this field, which is pretty good. Usually we can have some really big days in beans, but that's because we usually start at like 9 or 10 by the latest, because you can usually get going pretty early. Today we only got started by like 1, so we've already done 240 acres, which not too bad considering it's 8 o'clock now. So we'll see what the rest of the evening has in store. My air filter just showed up, he's right there. We would normally have it in the field because in my fields I always have my fuel trailer here, but because we came from the farm and kind of just started our fields today, I didn't have my fuel trailer here, so my filter wasn't here either, which kind of sucks because this usually happens and I like to make sure I have a filter on hand, but we'll get them next time. Well, now I'm not sure how long we're going to be able to go because it is 8:30 and apparently the DOT just pulled over one of our trucks, which blows my mind. Because I definitely thought the DOT was on banker's hours and went home at 5. So maybe they're putting in a couple extra shifts because it's harvest and they want to, you know, collect some extra money from the farmers. But we will see what they have to say about that truck. Thankfully it's Dad's and not mine. So it could be interesting. I'll keep you guys updated. There we go, another day in the books. I think we got 260, 270 acres done, something like that. Making good progress on beans. A couple more big days and things should be wrapped up. I appreciate you guys watching. Drop a comment of what you'd like to see. If you're interested in some of the equipment or whatever, let me know. But you guys have a good day, and we'll see you tomorrow.